Hey guys, it's Kathy, and I'm back with another process video from National Scrapbooking Day, which of course was the whole weekend. But I made all of these uh, layouts at the same time, um, over the same like 2-day period. So I haven't participated in any of the challenges since the weekend. But this was another layout that I made, again using yellow. I used yellow a lot in the layouts that I made this time. Ooh, my my stuff got stuck to my paper. The idea behind this layout was a kind of a grid design, but I was on Pinterest, kind of looking around at stuff, and had seen gallery walls, and I love gallery walls. I have a whole bunch, so I suddenly was like, I'm gonna do a gallery wall. So use frames and not really any layering or anything like that, just different pieces of ephemera and everything to kind of create a little design that way. And so I'm going to start with this piece of Maggie Holmes Shine Collection paper that ombres from like a antique white to this really awesome yellow that I love, kind of a mustardy yellow. And I'm going to back it with another Maggie Holmes paper from one of her older collections. And I honestly can't remember which collection it's from. Um, hmm, I want to say open book, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to fiddle around with the frames, and I don't end up using that ephemera frame that says the best ever, because every other frame that I have right now is square, and it's the only one that's not a square, and I couldn't find any that weren't also square. So I just didn't use it because it would have worked fine, but because everything else I had was square, it didn't. It didn't sit well. Like I have that black and gold one, but I wasn't going to be bringing in a lot of bold colors, so I didn't. I decided to just keep those separate and use them for something else. And the ones there that kind of look like that have the little edges cut out of them on the bottoms. I can't remember what they're meant to look like. Old kind of snapshots or something, but because this is supposed to look like it's going on a wall, that style didn't work. Picture frames don't look like that, so I didn't end up using it. But yeah, so it's just a picture of my daughter. She's actually wearing my hat. I have this woolen kind of hat, almost looks a bit like a flapper hat in a way, and she loves it. And every winter it comes out, and of course she wants to wear it, and it's too big for her. But she was wearing it one day, and it looked adorable. So I decided to snap a few pictures since there was snow on the ground, and it just looked so peaceful and wintry. Um, so I'm fussy cutting out the love from a cut apart sheet from Maggie Holmes Shine, and I don't end up using. I had started one time for another layout and I didn't use it, and then so I finished it this time, and I still don't end up using them. So I'm obviously going to have to use them again at some point. I may add color to them just to make them look a little bit cooler. So there's going to be a lot of, yeah, I'm going to kind of transition a bit because this video, even at 4 times, was quite long again because I was stopping and starting and, participating in different things and discussions. So the video went a little long. And it's one of those ones where I kind of flip around the layout and not sure where it's going at any point in time. And I think at one point I go to, I'm all set, I'm ready, I'm loving what I'm doing. And I can't remember why, but I take everything off the page. I think it's to start gluing everything down, but I forget where everything was placed. So when I put everything back on, I don't think it's in even remotely the correct place. And I'm so disappointed. And I don't know why I ran off. I've probably gone to find more ephemera. Yep. Oh, no, I went to find that sheet. And what brand is that? Is that Pink Paisley? Is that I'm going to, just wait. I have to go check. Okay, I found it. No, it's crepe paper. Maggie Holmes Bloom. Aha. I didn't buy a whole lot of Maggie Holmes Bloom stuff this time. I don't normally care about butterflies, but this paper, the colors matched perfectly. I was going with a soft pink and a yellow and a black kind of gray. So I decided I'm going to fussy, and everyone's been fussy cutting these butterflies. So I'm like, and they were really easy to fussy cut, guys. So, don't hesitate. I'm probably going to cut it more because I can't see me using, I know I do end up using some of this paper in another layout later. But probably for the rest, I will cut them out. I thought of doing one of those frames where people have all those, like those butterflies that they display, and they wouldn't fit. Like I was going to do 4 across, like 4 in a frame, and it wasn't going to fit. So I fussy cut another one, backed the frames with just some random paper that was laying around. It was kind of white. So I grabbed that Love from another crepe paper line. I think it was like Market Street or one of those. It was an older one. And I've been meaning to use that little marquee Love. So I decided I'm going to use it for this one because then that brings in more pink. And I do eventually back that big frame with vellum. And then I'm like, I got to get some words in because, I don't know if anyone's has a gallery wall, but I love those big black or big bold words on a wall. And so I decided to use the Hello and the Cute. And they're from 2 different collections. One from Dear Lizzie and one is from Amy Tan. So, Amy Tangerine line. So, yeah. So I'm just kind of fiddling around. And pretty much this whole layout is just me fiddling around. And believe me, every place that I put things look good. So you could stop this at like, oh, my lighting changed. That kind of happens a bit. In fact, I may go back and fix that. So then if the lighting doesn't change, that's because I fixed it. Yeah, so then I saw this layout. It's in my Pinterest board for scrapbook inspiration. And they had this same shine paper with the yellow, and then they had doilies, a doily on it, something like this. And so I just kind of decided to scrap lift that idea just to add in a little bit more interest to the page. So I cut out a little bit of me trying to find my doilies and separate them and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's just a lot of moving stuff around and deciding where it's going to go. And yeah, there's so many times that I could have stopped this, that you could stop this video and scrap lift where everything is because it looks perfectly fine. Then I remember I have those puffy stickers from Maggie Holmes Bloom, and that chevron with the 3 colors of yellow. I love like chevrons and arrows in gallery walls. So I decide I got to put that in my gallery wall, even though it's got like this tape effect to it and everything. That's not really what I'm looking for, but it moves around a lot. It does eventually stay on the layout, just to bring in some more yellow. And I'm trying to kind of balance my yellow balance. See, I decide I'm going to put that there, and then I think I end up moving it anyway. Yeah, it's kind of sad. And of course, there's an ampersand because I don't know about anybody else, but I have a lot of initials. I have a lot of M's for Martin on my wall, especially with the family photos. And then I have even more for some of the other ones. And I love, like, I have a marquee ampersand and stuff like that. So this mimics stuff I have at home on my walls quite well. Except for butterflies. I don't think I have any butterflies. So like, yeah, seriously, you could stop this at any point and it would look okay. And the little circles and everything look really nice too. Those are from Dear Lizzie, the documentary line, which was a fall line, but they're just gold wood veneer circles and like a little group of 3. I have like groups of 3 of mirrors and stuff on my wall, so it kind of makes sense. So I grabbed the pink ampersand sticker too, the big round one, because I want to bring in more ampersands, because I find, when you're doing a gallery wall, you kind of try to do some, like a lot of similar things. So bring in more than one ampersand or more than one initial. And I decided I need more than one puffy sticker and things like that. So yeah, everything's just getting kind of plopped around and stuff like that. And the end page looks slightly different than the page I end up with here, but only slightly. I move everything up a little bit because I noticed it was going down too far on the page. Where did I go? I went off to find more more stuff to see if I wanted anything from the Wonder collection, and I don't. But yeah, this layout's really different for me because there's no layering or anything like that, and that's kind of unusual for me to do, like absolutely no layering. It's just weird. I grabbed more of the wood veneers from the documentary collection just to kind of have a little bit more going on. And I grabbed those rubber pieces from Maggie Holmes Bloom, and it says Happy Beautiful. And I love that. So I decided to journal on the doily itself at the top, and I put the date on the doily at the bottom, just to have that black at the top and the black at the bottom. I don't do anything with the doily on the side, but I think it looks fine. So yeah, I know I just keep fiddling. So all you guys are doing is watching me fiddle, but you'll see the picture at the end, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's so different from anything I've kind of done in a long time. Not as dimensional, but I really like how it turned out. It's kind of like a grid design, and you can't go wrong with a grid design. They're fun. They're challenging for me, but they're fun. So yeah, I hope you guys. Oh no, I'm not quite that done of the video. I shouldn't be saying my goodbyes quite yet. I do end up putting some shine, Heidi Swap Color Shine in like a light pink, and I ordered the black Heidi Swap. So when that comes in, I might add some black dollops to it before I put it away in my scrapbook. But yeah, oh, my Facebook went off. I'm not going to bother closing it since I'm almost done talking to you guys anyway. But yeah, so this is the third layout that I did for National Scrapbooking Day. So I've got 2 more that I'm going to be popping up. So that's 5 days of layouts. So posting 1 a day. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and have an awesome day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.